missed it already, man. I like getting all right with something, little. Man, we thought you did it already, man.
Yeah, so the shit that y'all missed was me loving my folks and shit. Paul, I got love for you too. Paul, you know my mom and all that shit too.
Yeah,
like it's been like a lot of situations. Like that's why this shit is so fucking real for me. But go ahead, yeah. What we talking about?
How you got molested? Well, we passed that.
We passed the molestation
right there. Right
because
there.
we passed it because it was pedophilia.
No.
His was gang related. He just wanted to fit in. He just stuck it.
Nah.
He just got in and fit in.
There was other shit going on in the projects that I will not speak of. True, but
They
that's
start just fucking everything. This shit just fucking.
It's
like when we go to the bus stop early in the morning, a motherfucker would be like somebody took a pornographic magazine, ripped out all the pages and just spread it out at the bus stop. So of course, like fucking beat coming in, we like, what the fuck is this? And we all picking up the pages.
Look at the titties.
Yeah, but somebody's probably over in one of them abandoned houses, like whack. Like the shit is foul around that motherfucker. I don't know about Lincoln Park.
Hey, why you fuck that girl that lady that you 12, she 20? Like why you fuck her?
Not the slow girl.
That was a game.
What I imagine is just because I had a conversation like,
who you tell?
I'm
Look,
fucking
fool.
Who you tell?
I didn't have to tell nobody
Because they was all watched. There's already 20 people that already put it together for you. Is he doing it? Yeah, he in there doing it right now. You wearing a condom? No.
All witnesses.
Yeah.
They're gonna talk to everybody.
They're
gonna come to
yeah, but mom fucked Get his fucking
Oh, your fuck ass.
Stand to yourself.
This is what I'm saying.
Come with us. You said okay.
So I started drinking when I was fucking 10 and shit. Like all that shit, it was a whole lot of like I love that shit, but that shit was really counterproductive to me being the best person I could fucking be.
Right.
But that one what we was talking about before Paul came back. We was talking about like how the transition to help me get.
I used to drink too when I was like around like 10 or something like this. Like my mom would throw these parties, and then when it's over and shit, like it was for some reason our fucking job to go down there and clean up the fucking mess that's in there, right? So it'd be like beer cans in there, and it'd be like, hold on, it's like that much in there and shit. So I would put it in the freezer and shit. So when I'm cleaning it up and stuff, I know I'm gonna go back to it and shit. But one day, I go to this motherfucking freezer, you know what I'm saying? And it's nice and cold and shit right here. And I drink this beer with the two hands right there, and also like, and I spit something out. It was a roach. And it was in the freezer and everything. That said, it ain't that important, Paul. Don't drink.
I was just about to ask you that you drank one and had a cigarette or something.
No, it was a whole roach right there.
It was worse than that, and it was cold as fuck.
The first three.
That fucking sucked. The best drinks of your life right there. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
So you had choices.
I be worried about hearing now.
Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker got a roach in there. I think it's salty.
I was telling my girls about how in the projects we had like it was a major rat issue and shit. Mm-hmm. So what we used to do, like free lunch was a big part of our lives in the projects and shit.
Right.
So much so that, you know what I'm saying?
We used to go to free lunch too though.
No, I'm talking about like we fucking love free lunch. Like no one ever missed fucking free lunch.
Yeah. Was it because hold on. See in Lincoln Park it was like we went there because that's where everybody was at, and that's what we didn't need it. But there was other people who actually literally needed it.
No, we needed this shit. Like we was really in Bolivar Orange, motherfuckers was really like real life hungry and shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
is that motherfuckers doing something else with their bricks, or if they got the crib, they got. Well, that's another.
It's another issue. Like, there's a lot of parents on just welfare and they never got jobs ever. Just.
Yeah, like a career for welfare motherfucker.
Mom, I don't know. Like my mom was never there, but any case, like it was.
And minimum wage was $3.35.
It was a fucking thing.
35 or 25.
$3.35.
It's some little shit. And if you was a fucking waitress, it'd be less than that.
Yeah. Oh my God, that made me sound old. Damn, delete that part.
Yeah, embrace that shit.
Fuck that.
So long story short, we used to tie free lunch sandwiches, leftover free lunch sandwiches to fucking piece of string and throw it in the fucking hole and the rats would come and get it. We was trying to catch rats and shit.
What with them?
No, we never caught a fucking rat. They used to
What?
always make fucking sandwiches.
I feel middle class.
You don't even know.
I feel
Nah, you don't
middle
even know.
class.
Like,
I'm sad for the kids.
you
in
know,
the
listen,
arms.
y'all don't understand
It was
like
multiple
how,
kids.
how fucking real this shit
Cause
was.
I think we
This
was
is some
probably
fucking real
Larry.
shit.
What year was that? 'Cause we was on Larry's place then, maybe.
We gonna faint if we saw a rat back there. That's a real rat.
Like,
Listen, one of our sports. Okay, what we used to do is we play stickball and shit. But that was no, I'm telling you, like, this shit is fucking real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is fucking real. One day I'm gonna call my little brother and have Mike like tell you some of this shit just to back this shit up, or how we can get that shit popping or whatever. But one of the sports we used to play is stickball. You know what I'm saying? So we have like a broom or a mop stick, and you know. But another sport we used to play once they tore down Trevor Heights and started remodeling Trevor Heights. They used to have all these fucking mounds of fucking dirt and debris and shit. And the rats moved into that motherfucker. So they come out and we just be on the fucking mounds of debris with big ass rocks, like trying to smash fucking rats. If we got one,
What's that called?
we the fucking just fucking smashing rats.
Rock smash,
Like,
rock smash.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and we would spend hours doing that shit. Like, we spent hours playing curveball. We played all kinds of games, trying to go get it. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
did
that
it
was
like
hard.
Them kitty ass, you know, over there fucking with them dirty ass rats. Like, that was the norm thing.
Nah,
Yeah,
like me, my brother, like a couple motherfuckers just be over there trying to smash the fucking rats. Like, oh, you got one! Like, you know what I'm
we
saying?
was
Like,
trying to stay away from the rats. We did not want to look at a
so
goddamn
I'm
rat.
just saying,
Yeah,
like,
We did not have to. I
Man.
did not
I
want to.
don't know your pain. I
the
really
project,
don't.
yeah.
That's
That's what I'm
your
saying.
pain.
When even a couple weeks ago or last week when you were saying like how y'all used to go steal clothes, like we didn't, like when I was the Dirty Giddy episode, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't fucking understand like where I fucking come from and shit, the shit I dealt with or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, nah, we had a glass cutter. A glass cutter, goddamn.
Even the nigga inside private eye.
Oh, no, I mean,
you gotta eat
well,
well.
that's when you were a kid. When you were a kid, you just a kid back then. We didn't nobody put on designer, forced designer stuff on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if we did, we wanted the scat shoes. Them was $19 shoes. Them the ones we want. Just like today, they want the Spider-Man shoes and shit. You know, so I had all stars, but I didn't know what the fuck they was, or you know, I didn't give two fucks about them and shit. You know what I'm saying? But once we reach an age where it's like we know what the fuck we want and we know what our parents can't afford to give us, we then start to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? By whatever means and shit, we would go out there and we would get the shit so that we could blend in with everybody else.
And that's what I'm saying. That's where B came in. Like B hit me to the game because I didn't have no understanding about any of that shit. B hit me to a fucking whole lot of fucking game, and I just wish I would have been whatever he fucking needed me to be, so that we ain't in this position we in right now.
But it would be people like equal to you or lesser than you. It's like, you know, and you would see him like, well, I look better than that dude. Like, why? And I said it before. Why the girls on him? It's, oh, cause that nigga fly. That nigga, his jacket matches shoes and shit that matches his hat. That nigga, and I got one coat. That's it. You wearing this motherfucker every single day and shit. So that kind of peer pressure makes you like, if that nigga, and that's how he getting it too, and his mom and dad ain't buying that for him. He out there getting it and shit, and you like a lesser than me and shit, and that means you think that you can do that shit too, and you do it and you get away with the shit.
Right.
Criminology pays.
But we didn't play with rats though. That's not what we didn't see that.
Stove shit, stove shit.
Our thing was who had roaches. Who had more roaches than why the fuck you live in the projects looking for it? And you gonna sit there and compare how many roaches somebody else got that you ain't got.
Once a month they come in and exterminate, which left dead roaches everywhere. What we do is use Elmer's glue, and we use roaches like in scenes like this is a school. This is a class in the school, and we put roaches, glue roaches to the paper and shit. This is a
like tweezers or your hands.
Y'all were poverty. Y'all was like, oh, third world country project. Like, we did not do that shit. We were ashamed. We got no
say-
roaches. We got
You
spent
say whatever the
time.
fuck you want to say now that we fucking grown.
Listen, this was
I'm
my
telling
mom
you,
right here. No
God,
lie, right here.
shit.
Right here.
No,
No lie.
I know that.
My mom
I know your
caulk,
mom.
used a caulk.
I
and
know
it
all about
all
that
over
shit.
the walls,
And make
all
sure that
everything.
the
Make sure we
motherfuckers
had the
clean.
roach. If she found a roach in your room, she fucking you up. Cause some ain't roaches in the house or in the project. Them is your roaches. You brought them in our house. Like my mom was real strict. Like we live in. Everybody had to have roaches except for us and shit. That shit we
How the
was
fuck is
ashamed
that
to talk
possible?
about. You know, listen right
How
here.
the fuck is that possible?
Hey, you ain't never seen a roach in a motherfucker's math book, and you pointed it out, the whole classroom going to fuck off and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that kid. And
Or
you built the whole
bus, a
cemetery.
roach- a
You
roach
don't want to be a
crawling on your
motherfucker
fucking
and there's a roach right there by
This
you.
nigga
and
built
it ain't
the
even
whole
yours.
roach museum. It's just for
Yeah.
who to see.
Yeah.
Like y'all was third world country.
we
Y'all had no
like,
toys.
we like,
I can't even imagine that shit.
I don't either. Like we was poor, man. We wasn't damn. We wasn't that.
Y'all ain't gonna belittle me on my shit.
No, I just like why would
We're
you?
not trying to be little. I'm just thinking that where do you go in your mind?
this-
Your imagination
this
is
is
the
what I'm-
shit.
It was from
This is
roach
what
to
I'm
glue.
telling you, like,
What?
listen,
Glue and
this-
glitter
this
and what
is
all
what
kind
I'm
of stuff. Masking tape.
And
So
paint
this is why
and little
this is
paint
why
brushes.
You
this
got
is
some
why y'all
sugar.
should have
Empathy.
the utmost fucking respect for me because
I have
Crossed
crazy
the line
I
like
can't.
you was like
Nah,
a weird
I can't.
kid. You
Nah.
supposed to shut up a school.
ain't
like,
no fucking weird kid because we was
Yes.
all like this. Like I said, in the projects we was all the fucking same. We was all the fucking same. You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't nobody different from anybody else. And I didn't know it was a fucking difference until we moved out that motherfucker.
I did. I mean, that's how most people would say it came from the jet. Like, you know, that it's like a community. Everybody, you know,
We all the same in that motherfucker.
I remember in the
like
project.
everybody
there was a
like
dude-
brothers and
There was
sisters.
a dude named Tiny. He sold earrings and like all the cool ass motherfuckers and shit. Pam Pam, you remember you sold earrings for
Yeah, I
Tiny
remember
and
Pam
shit.
Pam.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what they would just knock on people's doors, especially on the first of the month. You know what I'm saying? Your mom would buy 5 or 6 pair of earrings on the first of the month and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they would
That-
get their
that's
money
a
off.
good
Of,
hustle.
it was like
A good
what you
racket.
did. What you need to come up with some way to make money. Some way to make money. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we was looked at. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no dope or nothing. Just you know what I'm saying? Just
I wish
do
I could
something.
tell y'all like some real shit. Like
That
I was
like,
probably like maybe we had just moved to the 5th circle when I came into contact with my first dead body. And it didn't end there though. Like the shit, like I wish, like one day I'm gonna call my brother, man. He gonna fucking like confirm like what the fuck I'm saying. Like I ain't just making this shit up and why the fuck I am like I am though. You know what I'm saying? Like
We dig that already, though, bro. We understand.
I'm just saying,
and
like,
it's a
man,
life,
this
it's
shit-
an
this shit
ongoing
was-
thing.
it
Like
was
we
fucking-
understand totally. We
this shit
definitely
was
gonna
fucking real
bust your
shit.
balls like you
I'm
bust
12
off.
years old, and I'm watching my friend you just got shot in your chest, and you laying there. You in number 12 too or 11, and I'm watching another friend of mine cross his fingers and say, "Please don't make it. Please don't make it. Please," because that person bullied you. You know, I'm watching this from my, and I'm looking at it like, that's you a fucking
What
monster.
about
Like you gotta watch this.
what about when you got shot? Like how that shit happened?
That wasn't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? That was like I ain't never had beef with people. I'm always anything that ever happened to I had to fight or whatever it was because I'm with other people. I'm not gonna sit up there. You got to whoop all our ass and shit. 2 ass whoopings in one night, that's necessary. Because I'm not gonna go back to the projects and tell people what happened to you. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never had no. This wasn't my beef at all and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I see somebody that I know that got a problem with somebody else I know. But you in that person's mom's face, and you pointing at her and pointing at, hold on, no, this person is like damn near raised me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ate at this person's house, you know, all that right, spent the night there. So I pull up into the gas station, you know what I'm saying, and get out and like whatever you got to say to her, say to me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that they had like 9 people at this first gas station, you know what I'm saying, that night, and you can't go in there, you gotta talk in that little square. All them 9 people for you. I had tunnel vision. I'm just talking to you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm talking to. You know what I'm saying? And then my dude pulled up, so it was both of us against, you know what I'm saying, and another person against like 9 people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We fighting, and next you know they shooting, and that's what it is, right? But it never had to be like my beat, but that don't. You just learn off of stuff. Like
So I'm saying, like, what fucking happened though?
I just told you.
He said it was beef, and you went with a chick. Like, if you got a problem with her, you got a problem with me. Like, how the fuck it pop though? Like, you said that, and then you was just shocked. That's
when we
like how you fucking jump from one thing to the next.
When we arguing back and forth about it, you know what I'm saying? Well, tell so and so, tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Tell me that. That's when the person that dude is talking to pulls up in his car and got out. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding with somebody, and then my dude pulls up. So it's just 3 of them, and it's 9 of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just an argument back and forth.
But it was a project situation that got out of hand.
No, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with the project. It was somebody that I grew up there with. That's like my
in the
brother.
projects.
That's like my brother.
In the projects.
Like in the projects, you know what I'm saying? And then his mom. That's what it had to do with it. And it had nothing to do with the projects or repping the project. This is something. I mean, it's like.
So the motherfucker was somebody else.
The only thing separating us is a wall. I'm gonna know when you got your ass whooped because I can hear it. You know what I'm saying? I can even hear when your mom is having sex because I can hear it through the wall. You know, and I can tease you about it tomorrow and all that shit. Like, so it's like you growing up and your brothers. The only thing separating us is a fucking wall, and you can hear all your business and stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that when you're in the project, you grow up because y'all grow up together, like real close. I know everybody know everybody's business and shit. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's like everybody, your parent can just beat the fuck out of me.
You know what I'm saying? Paul just got his ass whooped over there.
What happened?
That's what they was saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what I'm
somebody
saying?
in the third court or circle or whatever. I know that.
Like we all know, and everybody's parents can just beat the shit out you, right? Though you know the fuck you throwing rocks at that goddamn building. You know what I'm saying? You getting your ass whooped, and they gonna drag you the fuck home and shit. You better not. So I'm a liar. No, man. And then you gonna get the fuck another beating out of you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the era that we grew up in.
Yeah. Cause you used to be able to get your ass whooped down the street.
Yeah.
Then get home and get her ass whooping. My mom came to school. My mom came to the school and made the principal paddle me one time, and then I got a whooping when I got home too.
My mom whooped me in the classroom.
Don't you think that shit was valuable? You don't think that shit was valuable though?
I do. I learned my lesson. And like,
think about the kids today out here while they're doing whatever the fuck.
I mean, you learn your lesson after you done did the shit though.
Yeah.
You know, after you done did the shit and they fucked up, but before that you invincible because the younger you are, the more. You know, they ain't gonna catch me if I did. That was a dumbass
play. Nigga got caught when he thought he wasn't gonna get caught.
Yeah.
That was an
we
ass
invincible.
whooping.
We try what the fuck we need to think that we gonna do and shit, cause we still kids and shit.
Yeah. Okay. There's some shit you embarrass your mama. Boy, I got my ass whooped.
My brain thought like sometimes when you ask your kid, why the fuck you do that? And they say, I don't know. They really don't know.
They really don't know.
They might not.
I remember my great grandma's house and she had a fan. She had that heavy ass fan. Everything was metal in this motherfucker and shit, right?
Like
so
a
she
killer.
so she in there cooking with no plastic fans and it's that heavy ass metal fan. So I pick up a pencil and it's like, and I stick my pencil and it's like, and the pencil break up and I'm like, now the pencil gone. So I take my finger and I do this right here, and I feel this brush like, wow. My great grandmother used to grab your hand, and she used to turn it back in your
fucking life.
She used to turn it back in your hand, and she used to beat you with the bristle part of the brush, so you have a bunch of little tiny little like blood prints in your hand and shit. You know what I'm saying? But why the fuck? Why'd you do that? She didn't ever cuss. Why would you do that? What made you want to do that? Why you? That could have took your finger off. I seen what it
was
did.
In them old school fans, the shit was metal.
Pencil. So why would my brain say stick my finger there?
Listen.
We don't know why we do shit.
So you slow and sharp over here doing it.
Listen, I remember one time I stuck it was a fork or something, I don't know what it was. It was a piece of metal into the plug. It got fucking fried like.
Deshaun did that shit one time.
I got my ass whooped after that. Like,
you got punished by
I got
electricity and you got your ass whooped.
Like I fell back like
I wouldn't have whooped you because you already got your ass whooped.
She got me to whoop the shit out of me like get that dumb ass. What the fuck are you doing?
The motherfucker be silly enough to do that shit all over again.
Yeah, but you right. Ideally, as a parent, you should come in like, damn, you dumb as fuck. Like, why you do that? It
like,
should
even
have been
if I tell my kids right here, this is what I do to kids. I swear to God, y'all know who I am. Hey, stop doing that shit. Hey, boy, I ain't gonna say. I swear to God, I ain't telling you again. All of a sudden, here, I'm gonna say, ha ha. I'm gonna hit you with the Nelson laugh off the Simpsons. Ha ha. And of course, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna laugh at you, and I ain't gonna whoop you or nothing. And
That's one of my shits, too.
No, gravity already fucked you up. So why would I fuck you up even more? I'm gonna laugh at you because I told your dumb ass stop. I don't feel sorry for kids. Them lesson learners and shit. And it make them tougher.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen. I say some shit. Listen, for real. This nigga Orlando, AC Foros or whatever, because he's supposed to be a rapper too. Orlando Henderson. Stole Foros, some shit like that. Stole money from the bank he worked for, right out of the vault.
Wells Fargo.
Yep. While at Wells Fargo, Henderson only working for he only been there for 2 weeks. He started taking money. So as the time went on, he been working there for a little while. He went ahead and figured he could up what he trying to get. So from 100s to 5,000, then 13,000, all the way up to like $90,000 close to or something like that. Was all over. The dude was all over his Instagram. And fam bought a Benz while still going to work to the bank every day. So they do an investigation, and all the evidence ended up looking at dude. So they arrested him, but he out on bail.
He just got away with that shit.
I just want to know who does that type shit. What type of motherfucker worked for the bank and just he did have a job in this situation.
No, he just in a loophole. You know what I'm saying?
But his loopholes suck because
hold on. If I got clients coming in and they're opening up accounts, that's one. And then if I got people sit up there and making deposits, and I get to control your paperwork of how things went. So if you deposit 5,000, I can write down 3,000 and shit right there. Fuck what you said and shit. We got it on document and it's this right here. You know what I'm saying? So I get to sit up there and come in every single day. This motherfucker, you can tell when they show the list of it. You can tell he took the baby steps of it.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's what I said. He was stealing hundreds at a time.
You know that.
Then he went all the way up to 1,500.
He stole $5,046. You know what I'm saying?
That was his first shit.
12. You know what I'm saying? The next time, let me be a little. I mean, I ain't gonna be greedy.
That's why I said I went from hundreds
then
to
he went
5,000
to 400 again. Then he straight went to 5,000, 1,000, 8,000, and 10,000, 13,000.
This is what I'm saying.
To 88,000. That's how much he stole. Period.
Like,
before he did some stupid nigga shit. Because the whole stupid shit he did, he could have. I don't know how long he would have been able to do it. But he start flashing ASAP. And that's why he knocked. That's how he got knocked.
What about motherfuckers like white collar crime?
It's the same kind of shit.
Madoff. No, these motherfuckers got like like they gonna get millions. They gonna get fucking $100,000.
Hold on, after they mastered it, he ain't mastered it yet. He got caught at his beginning stage. Just imagine.
If you start at the fucking bottom when you making the fries. You ain't never gonna get to the fucking cash register for your lick.
Let me say
if you start stealing bags of fries before you get to the cash register, you automatically fuck. You a dumb motherfucker. But you gotta wait until you get up to Bernie Madoff.
Hold on, time out right here. Watch this right here. Let's say this man did not get caught yet. Let's say he don't get caught for another 8 years. How much money do you think he would have stolen? He would have came up with another master plan that's way better than what the fuck he doing
now.
But
first time he drove a Benz to the job,
when he fucked up is
motherfucker.
You comparing somebody who been doing this for decades to somebody who just now started it.
What I'm comparing it is to a motherfucker who came in doing the fries to a motherfucker who came in as a manager. Who gotta fucking put the money in the safe and then count it. You don't fucking start.
You got away with that if it was not for IG.
You don't fucking start.
If he never
you don't fucking start your shit. You a dumb motherfucking period point blank.
No, he was too young.
You don't start your shit when you on fries. You wait till you get up to manager and then you start embezzling the fucking money. If you start down here, you will fucking get caught soon.
If you look at the numbers,
88,000 ain't shit because the motherfucker.
Because this motherfucker
was showing what he was doing.
100 million.
It's billions of dollars in this bank, and you're pinching crumbs. You're pinching.
Man, if the nigga would have never did this, nigga on Instagram doing this. with money he stole.
You deserve.
You a piece of shit anyway, nigga. You ain't even hustle that shit up or nothing, nigga.
You deserve
it is a hustle.
Fuck the prison.
It ain't a hustle, because if it was a hustle,
Boy, you do that shit.
If he would have never got caught, and all of a sudden he got caught when he done did, this dude right there, this mother $15 billion. Then he would have been they would have made movies about it and everything.
Look what he did.
That might make a movie about his dumb ass.
You ain't had,
started
you did it by
off at
yourself.
the fucking bottom. You started off at the fucking bottom, and not only that, now you flashing. Now you flashing this shit. You ain't even fucking
You
get
ain't
your
even
foot
got
in.
a fucking
Like
money
you
to
ain't
show
even
off.
reached your full fucking potential out here trying to flex for motherfuckers. You stupid motherfucker.
But he's 20, ain't he?
It don't
He was
matter.
older than 20.
Like
It don't matter if you 20, 24, however. If you got game in you, you fucking gonna know better than to be on that bullshit like that.
No, he didn't have game. He had brain shit. You know,
No,
hold
he
on,
was
listen.
dumb motherfucker.
Hold on. Have you ever heard of somebody who got, what I'm saying? You look smart, but you street dumb. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never heard of nobody like that?
Yeah,
Look
I've heard
smart,
that.
but
Listen,
street
I'm
dumb.
not
It's a bunch of those.
It's
not a mastermind at
Donald
crime.
Trump.
Fact checker, how old is
Street
that?
dumb. You
Orlando
know what I'm saying?
Anderson.
I can name a lot of. I'm not gonna name a lot of
Henderson.
rich people who are street dumb. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's hard to be both. You got to be from the streets and then get money. You know what I'm saying?
Common
And
sense
do all
would
that
say,
first.
don't fucking start stealing bags of French fries when you have a chance to get up to make manager. When they put in the motherfucking, you can steal the French fries, you can still catch up.
Because you get
steal.
those signed
Yeah,
papers
you understand?
that say how much you need.
Don't fucking start down here. You fucking stupid
And you knew
fucking
this at
greedy.
24.
Yeah.
You knew this at 24
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have did that shit at 24.
Yeah.
I didn't think like
Paul.
that. I ain't
Paul,
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 If you
Paul,
didn't think it is at 24, way back then, you'd have been above like your
See,
age.
I would have been.
area.
I would if I did think
Nobody
about it.
ever would
I
have
would have
thought
got
of
me
that
some
right
money. If I was gonna do it,
We fucking
You'd been
mad.
ahead of your time if you did that way back
No,
then.
we made.
I would have did some shit. If I would have did some shit like that back then, I would have got me enough money to get me something to flip. I wouldn't have kept on doing.
So that when everything is said and
If
done,
I'd have got that 18,000, that was a brick. I'd have got me. That was brick money. I'd have got a brick, or I'd have got me enough to where I got half or something, and then I would flip it.
not
and
not
you're
a
a rapper,
fucking,
so your
not
videos
a
would have
fucking,
been a little more
yeah, not
popular.
a fucking bean.
That's
not
not
a
a
little
fucking.
more popular.
I
That's what
wouldn't.
I'm saying.
I wouldn't
That's
have kept
dumb
on stealing
shit.
no money.
That's dumb
I wouldn't
shit.
have kept on stealing no money to fuel my shit. If that was some shit I would do, and I had the option to do something like
Listen.
that. If I did choose to steal some money out of the bank,
I'm
worked
only
at,
gonna knock him because
I
you left
would
the
take me
paper trail.
enough.
A lick is
I
a
wouldn't
lick.
keep-
You gonna hit
I wouldn't
a
keep
fucking
taking. I
lick.
wouldn't keep taking.
You gonna
it.
hit a fucking lick. You ain't gonna just keep trying to pinch off the shit. You gonna hit that fucking lick when it's time to hit that lick, and then go the fuck on to the
Even
next.
if I'd have bought a
motherfucking
whip, it wouldn't have been a motherfucking Benz.
See, what he was doing is like this. Watch this right here. That's almost like, you know what I'm saying? You in charge of the DNA clinic right here. You fucking all these bitches and bears in the back. People was running back and forth talking about, yeah, he's the father of my son right there. I want a DNA test, but you the head of it. You can erase all kinds of shit. You got the paperwork to do it. That's what he was doing. He wasn't just going in there pinching money out and then running off. Ha ha. I got the power. That's what he's charged with. He's charged with just more than just stealing it. You know what I'm saying? The paperwork. You in charge of saying.
You want fucking fries, though.
Yeah, the only paperwork he in
fucking
charge of
fraud.
is fraud. It's fraud and
No,
and federal theft.
Don't bring that up.
You in charge of the French fries.
Henderson, you said how old is he?
Yeah.
29 years old.
Yeah.
29 years old. At 29, I wouldn't have did that. I had kids and all that shit by then. I wouldn't have did none of that shit because I had a kid early, and that made me think about everything else a whole nother way before. I'd have never thought about keep stealing, but if I got an opportunity to
He
take
being
That's what I'm
charged
saying,
with
like,
2
hit-
counts of
hit the
financial
fucking lick.
institution fraud, 19 counts of theft, embezzlement, misapplication and 12 counts of making
Bro, I
a
hate
false
you. You don't
entry.
even know how much I hate you.
That's
No,
all
they
fraud.
trying to give him like 30 years in prison. That's probably what it'll get right there.
He
But
not gonna get 30 shit.
What I'm telling you is, though, Bernie Madoff ran off with millions of fucking dollars. And if you fucking play your cards right, and if you're not in a fucking position, why would you do a fucking 100,000 when you can do a fucking million?
No,
You know what I'm
because
saying? Like,
I'll
that's
guarantee
dumb
you at the beginning, you know what I'm saying, the dude you just named started off tiny. He started
bet
off
you
tiny.
did.
Everything on the
I bet
planet
you
is
did.
started off
I
tiny.
bet
Not
you-
that
I
white
bet you-
motherfucker.
that's
They
what I'm
take
saying.
money from
I bet you-
junk.
I bet
Easy
you- I
and
bet
them
you-
started
I
off
bet you
selling
his,
records out of
his
their trunk.
people.
You know what I'm
his-
saying?
That's a different thing,
This-
bro.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different
That's
thing.
the
Don't
poor
do that to
people
take money.
movement. But I'm telling you, like
No,
Bernie Madoff,
even Facebook started off with a
Come from
little bit
Bernie-
of people. Just
Bernie
college
Madoff
kids.
started
Now
out
it's all
with
over the
money.
place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bernie
Like,
Madoff had
these
money
people got
already.
money, you know what I'm saying? So when you fucking go to school and you get in your fucking lane, it's a better way to fucking do the shit.
Listen right here, watch this right here.
Stealing the fries. Why
Watch
you
this right
gonna
here.
fucking steal
If
the
I
fries
had a
when you
genie
can't
right here,
fucking get
that's
up?
what I would do. I would imagine right here, if I could do whatever I want to do, I would say, well, give me 100,000 out of Kevin Hart's account. He probably won't miss that. Give me 100,000
But
out
Kevin
of
Hart-
Jay-Z's account. Give me 100,000
Kevin Hart
out of Jay.
blasted the
out
motherfucker
of,
for
you know what I'm
stealing-
saying?
Why would you
Just
ask
like
for their
that.
money?
No,
when
no,
you
it ain't
got a
ask
genie
for it.
just
So
If you
which
can
put
pay
on?
every celebrity you know with I don't care who it is and shit, you know what I'm saying? You snatch 100,000 for each and every
Hey.
one. That's pennies. They won't even recognize
But
it.
the
That's
thing
what
is
you
about
do
that
with
money.
cheese.
But
That's
the
what you do with
thing
cheese.
is about that
I'm
kind
never
of
going
money.
to take, if you got 100 million, I'm never going to take, you know what I'm saying, 99 million from you. You're going to notice that overnight.
They
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
knew,
take pictures from
but they
you.
knew was
That's how you
still
embezzle.
after a while when it became a certain amount of money, they knew somebody was taking money, and what they did is say, okay,
find that shit out.
we gonna do interviews with everybody. Everybody gonna pass the interview.
So-
like, oh no, I never seen. I don't know nothing about that.
That's why I fought
If
him
I-
for the
But
video.
listen, fuck the videos. I'm saying they was gonna catch him anyway. That just helped
You're a dumb motherfucker.
because the nigga, everybody else, me, you, Play, Giddy, Jameer, we all work at the bank, and some money come missing because while I'm taking the money, they still got an accountant accounting the money. Just like Jay-Z and them, some money come out their account, they got an accountant accounting the money. Kevin Hart got an accounting accounting the money.
With numbers that are
Listen,
given
but
to
if a
him.
motherfucker say I'm
I'm
supposed to
giving you
have this amount in here.
Well,
His job wasn't
I
that
ain't
good of
gonna
a
say
what the
job.
fuck
His
it
job was not that good of
That's
a
why I
job.
said it's so he's falsifying applications.
Yeah, but his
That
job
means
wasn't
you're
that
the
good of a
accountant.
job.
I'm giving you the numbers for you to account. You have to account the numbers I give you, and I'm giving you false numbers.
His
because
job
I'm
wasn't
picking
that good
out
of a
here.
job, bro.
No,
His job wasn't
He
that
had
good
the
of a
keys to
job.
the safe.
He's not the Bernie Madoff of the situation.
No, but he
But
eventually became that.
if
If he didn't get caught.
if I had,
He would have never been burned.
If it
That-
wasn't for Instagram, he would not have got caught.
if I had a
That's
magic
true.
genie,
No, yeah, because he
How
could have
would-
relaxed with the Instagram
how
shit.
would-
and
Fuck
he
all
would
that.
eventually
He'd have been
blew up
good.
and flipped
Yeah,
that money into
motherfucker.
something else.
But I ain't about to wait to
it's-
get a whole
it's
bunch
all-
of money to
it's all
flip. I'm gonna
fucking
be flipping
together.
from jump.
It's all the fucking together. Like your mindset is a motherfucker on fries. Fuck you, you deserve that shit. But if I had a magic genie, if I had a fucking magic genie, I would wish that I could sing. I really wish I could.
You would waste one motherfucking wish on that
I
bullshit.
wish I could fly.
I wish I
And that's
could.
another
I
one.
really
Once you
wish I
get there,
could.
then what? I'm here. Bugs and shit on
And
the
then
air.
together,
What?
together we'll sing. I believe I can fly.
Except I don't see R. Kelly's bullshit
I
ass
believe I
motherfucker.
can touch the sky. Stop hating on R. Kelly. That's one of my shit.
No, hold on. You support R. Kelly?
That song was bananas. Bring
Okay.
me tears every time.
No,
What? His
okay,
song
my
is
fault,
supporting
my
him
fault.
with two different
But,
things.
Yeah.
But fuck all that. But
Okay. Move on. Move it on.
dude though, he's an
He's
idiot.
fucking dumb as fuck.
He's a fucking idiot.
Don't steal
After
the
you get
fries
caught,
when you
everybody's an
still
idiot
like.
after you get
I
caught.
wouldn't. I'm just saying, me personally, if I was in a situation, I'd have just got me enough to get me something to flip and never look back.
Yeah. Just
If you go that many months and
Enough.
ain't nobody said
No,
nothing.
No,
That's-
I wouldn't be
that's-
that enticed. I'm not
Like
that
that's
type
what
of
I'm
person.
saying. That first, this
It's
this
already
what
gonna
we
come
do.
back on me that I'm stealing.
No, this is what we used to do. This is our
He probably did it the
mindset.
first
It's
time
like a
because his
lick.
back was
Like
against
you
the
gonna hit a
wall.
lick. You
My
ain't
brain
trying
can
to.
do
Probably.
shit like that.
Probably,
That
I
works.
believe that.
And it's a
And that's
$422. Hold on,
That's the
an
amount of
example.
money you.
Like, go to
That's the amount of the niggas
That's-
money the
that
nigga
sound
took
like
out our
something that
crib,
motherfucker
like
needed.
$500,
You know what
straight
I'm
on the
saying?
nose.
You know what I'm saying? And the other, might as well do that with my car payment too and shit to get that boot off. And that's another time.
That's why he
Also
wouldn't.
low.
It wasn't every day at first.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
why-
like periodically, and then when that motherfucker thought like, shit, they ain't say nothing about that shit yet.
Then he tried
$1,500.
to, you can tell when he did the one for 8,000, then it went all the way back to like 3,000. Like,
Yeah.
I got away with that shit, but I don't want to look
And he
greedy
bought
now,
him some
so let me-
gear, and he put
Yeah.
he put the fucking down payment on the car.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that-
but, if,
And they
if
said
your
he still
hustle
got the
is-
car though. He
if-
still got the car.
If your hustle was bigger than that though, you've been thinking like, man, I'm gonna get this right. Not to pay a car
it's
note,
not there
not to buy diapers.
I mean, if you look at
Not
it,
to- not to
2,000
take the
here,
fucking French
4,000
fry.
here.
You
Every
like-
now and then,
and
you
you
get
get
the
your
balls
check.
enough to say, let me get 13,000.
And you get your check. That's
Let me
what I'm
get
saying.
10,000.
I be
Most
looking
of
at
it was
paid.
like under 5,000. So you're not like I'm gonna build a business, and now you just got some. You just smoking under
You
$5,000.
get you something to flip, you got a nice business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta be working.
But he just gonna get his little
But
enjoyment.
he was like, fuck that. He that motherfucker was taking the weed. He was taking the money, going to buy smoke, going to buy whatever he was doing.
Flexing on
Flexing.
brand.
But nigga, I'd have bought like 10 pounds. That 8 bands, that's 10 pounds of some super duper.
Fuck that shit.
And we also
Or
have-
maybe even cheaper than that shit. Like, you feel me?
Fuck it. He deserves everything he get. All you motherfuckers out there,
Fucking
who
haters.
choose. Listen, if you choose that shit, take what come with that shit. I
He
ain't
said he
never
ain't taking it.
fucking. Listen, I
He
ain't never
admitted to
did
the shit.
I ain't never did shit that I ain't willing to take whatever come with
He
that
ain't
shit.
going
Fuck
to
that
jail. He
motherfucker.
gonna be on probation.
Yeah, that money shit, that first charge, that first time you go to jail, he gonna
And you
plead
gonna have to
some
work
shit.
that shit
He
on.
might get like
Them
18
folks,
months. He
listen.
might get like 18 months.
Listen, them folks stroke motherfuckers for lesser. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you done cross the fucking
He
line.
ain't gonna get a job
Like,
when he get out to
fucking
try
bust
to
your
help
head.
stop motherfuckers that's doing the shit that he just got finished doing.
They gonna write books and shit. That's
Nah,
how
I
they
mean
make
he's actually
stuff.
gonna get work at a bank, the same doing the same motherfucking shit is prevention. That's
Like the nigga
prevention.
that, that's like the nigga that did the came up with check systems and all that shit from that movie, like Leonardo DiCaprio played.
Catch me if you can.
Catch me if you can. That shit was real shit. So I'll be telling motherfuckers, I'll be trying to run that shit while you're asleep. They woke. Period. That's what the movie showed. Like, all right, keep doing your check. They start following that fingerprint. I mean the fucking
Yeah, it ain't going.
the
It ain't going.
signature
Just
and
like
all
when
that
you
shit.
take
And that's
that
what they
first
did
little-
to
that
do.
first little button.
They start following
Yeah,
that
they
shit.
ain't gonna
do
fucking
the-
bust your
then
head on
they-
that.
yeah.
They just gonna wait you. Okay, all
Yep.
right. Now he done did this. Now this is out of line. Now this is
Yep.
out of line. Now your head.
Just like they
fucking
did
busted.
do
Why not?
them. Hold on, pause for the call.
Green. Mean. Yeah. They got the biggest sandwiches, yo. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Still one of the
Yeah.
nicest
Yeah.
niggas ever. Holler right.
Listen,
614-556-2174.
boy, you got a knack for that shit. Let's do it.
But I was saying.
By the way,
Go ahead.
Pause.